E te atuate ni mātou e huri nei o mātou whakaaro ki a koe ke nā ki tia nei mātou e hui nei roi te tuani i tēnei o tātou whare. Mā haura e whakawātia mai nei ngā uarahi ki a wātia, ki a tika, ki a ora, ki a mō, ki a pai. E raro i te hito e hite mana o matua kore. Turu o piti whakamau ake a tīna. Haimi e hui e.
Taiki.
Nā kura mai tātou.
I'm only here with the concept of whakamahana. Te nohotahi, sitting by her, sitting by them just to fill the seat. So,
fabulous way, fabulous way. It's asked somebody to be a scribe because, you know, that queer told us we have to have some, go back with some whakaaro around healing processes for our people, what you might have. For me, you know, there's one thing that I know really clearly for my work that I do is that Western paradigms don't work. There are untold, you know, people out there, academics, Māori academics, that tell you so. They tell us so. But what we don't have really is the how and the what to do. Some using things, like some of us are, but not a whole lot of us are. And I'm sick of Western paradigms, I'm sick of Western processes, Western ways of working in any way, because right in the front of us lay important things that the tūpuna left us. The tūpuna, for me, left us, and I teach whakakore in the prison. And too bad if any man thinks I shouldn't be. But, you know, I always challenge them and say, well, kei whea koe.
I teach
There's nobody's here. I'm going to have to send them home with some basic skill. But it's not just the traditional side of the whakakore that I will teach. Therein lies the format our tūpuna left us in secret. You know, you got whakatau, first one. 9 components of healing. Whakatau, the first one. And on that, you learn all of that, and you know what that means to you. You know, you learn a taupara that talks about yourself without telling them who you are. Like I can stand up and say, "Papaki tuana na taiki mawa," and you know where I'm going to come from. And so we teach them things. You can't get up there and say, "Ka tangi te titi, ka tangi te kākā," if you're not from down there. Where they get the titi and the kākā from. So you have to find that. So you get them doing that job, and then on the healing side of that, you know, whakatau o koutou para. You know, to settle your rubbish. You've come in to settle your rubbish. Then you go to the next level, the second, mihi ki ngā atua. And we have to heal that because it never was te atua. Really, that comes in with colonization, and how many of us go around really colonized with te atua, te aloha. Look here, just about John. You see, I didn't stand up singing that way of taking out, e honori, because I'm not one of those. I sit silently and I sit respectfully. To respect people's choices about te and ngā atua. Well, I'm a ngā atua, and don't call me a heathen, but I am. But in that, I give them the choice and talk about te and ngā, right? But ko wai te atua kei roto i a koe, in the healing process of that side. So you know, there's huge secrets. Then you get to ngā mate. And mihi atu ki ngā mate, haere atu rā. All of that on the traditional side, but on a healing side, hea ha te mate kei roto i a koe. Mino i te kōrero. And then finally, when you deal with it all, anei te hunga ora. Tēnā koutou, I'm back. So you know the tūpuna left us those magical things? It goes all the way through, then after they, well, ko wai koe. Ei tō pepe ha me tō kōrero, pito pito. You know, the men have left out. Tēnā koutou, nā whare tangata o te ao. They've left that out of the fight. Why? Because it's a patriarchal thing. And I'm not going to let them forget it, so they learn it. They learn the whare tangata is as important as the uretu. So what do you come with? And I think, you know, that part of the healing process sits in front of us in every ritual our children left us. So I'm just going to say it like that, leave it there, because I don't believe in any other thing, and that's therein lies for me the magic of tupuna. Tupuna kore. I don't own any of these things. And I'll never put my name to it either. I'm doing my PhD around this thing. I will put tēnei te gift of the tupuna. Gifted to you, you know, to the specials, compiled by me, but that's all. Hey, tupuna kore. What do you think, Wilma? Yeah, your turn. And hurry up, when we stop dodging. We're going down the road. They offer you and me.
Gee, how do I follow something like that?
Easy.
Kare kawe kōrero.
What do you do currently?
What do I do?
Yes. Don't mind.
I do what my wahine tells me to do.
Tell him to
Not
do
very
it.
well. Not very well.
See, you should have come and stood over here, Bob. So yes.
You should have been sitting here.
Shush, hurry up.
I try to reconnect. Kei te hoki atu o mātau I roto I tō mātau ana, ka tuku atu ki te tāo airua. We are trying to reconnect, to learn the art of listening again. Kia rongo ai te mamai o te tangata, ahakoa tapiti. So I can hear the distress of somebody behind their doors, in their cars, walking on the street. And ka mea mai a wairua, te reo wairua. I want you to put your hand on this person. Koe rā, no? Must be your turn.
Can you just talk about Māori people that...
Oh, it's coming back, it's coming.
Can you just talk about the
Yes, between you and I.
that industries?
Hey? My wahine is absolutely awesome speaker. Do you want to come and say what
Come
you
on,
do?
baby, come.
Come, yeah.
This is for all of us, you know, like that mate wa always trying not to be.
Tēnā rā tātou, ko Leslie Akau, no te whānau tūwhaki iroha. So, we have so many people in mental health systems that are matikite, that have been misdiagnosed. And there was, we're not saying we're the only ones who do this stuff, but there just seemed to be a gap in how do we reach those people. And so we put out a karanga to those who are spiritually can see or hear or whatever, who think they're going crazy because we have been put into a Western system. And so on the marae, our matikiti people are gifted, but in this society, they're crazy. And so we have matikiti wānanga so they can help them see, actually I'm not the only weird one in this room. There's another 30 other weird people in this room who are just like me. So I'm not crazy. 2, we want to help them either turn it down so they can manage it themselves if they don't want to, or develop it so that it's stronger, so they know how to use it effectively, as opposed to medicate it and turn it off. Or I guess, I'm sorry, I don't want to talk so much. Once you give me the mic, that's it, I'll flip and talk forever. One of the things is that, so there might be somebody in the mental health system who is saying, and Alistair will talk about this, who's saying, I've been seeing my nanny, nanny's been turning up and talking to me at the end of my bed every night, and it's freaking me out. And a doctor might medicate that for visual hallucinations, but nanny still comes even though the medication's there. And someone like Wiramu, not Wiramu, but someone like Wiramu might say, hey, I can see your name. So that must mean he needs medication too. Or they're having a spiritual experience as opposed to a psychotic episode. And so we really want to reach out to those people who are matikiti, who to help them understand themselves and their gifts. One more thing before I hand it over. Our indigeneity says that we are sensitive to wairua, but we've lost all sensitivity in responding to sensuality. So previously we may have been walked into a room and go, ooh, we can feel the vibes in here, but now we walk into a room and grab a jersey because it's cold. So there's a difference between sensitivity and sensuality.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we are.
Yeah.
Kia ora whanau.
The other thing is that do you realise that, you know, we all are born with gifts. And it's about us recognising that gift. See, one of the things that I'm really keen on looking at is what gift do you come with? And it's about recognising that gift when you work with the work that you do and apply that gift in a lived experience. So I actually teach taonga pūoro and teach people how to sing their soul back into being using the richness of our tupuna, taonga pūoro. Now, we don't know anything about our musical instruments good enough. Wahine mā, you need to, because you're kaitiaki, because not only do they come as a taonga pūoro, but you'll learn about ngā wahine atua. Hine pukohura, hine raukatauri, hine pūtehue, and hine moana. They are the guardians of those taonga. I have 400 pieces of taonga pūoro. And I take them around and I teach our people how to play so they can sing their song. But I also want to use the program of the body already has those taonga pūoro. The first song, the first whare is the puku with the kuia kraua. The second taonga is in the manawa. You know, they say broken ass kids that sing these love songs and cry over broken hearts. And the fact is that our people haven't learned to love. They haven't learned to love. They think that's the only love in their life, and they kill themselves over it. You have a look at who's killing themselves and why. And then you get the voice of the kaki, the throat, the voice of the ori that we no longer even write for our babies. And then you of course get the upoho, the karanga, the top karanga, and the falsetto. I mean, we don't even know these ways that sing the soul back into being and help young people to play and want to learn who they are. In taonga pūoro, in carving ue, the gods that we used to have our tupuna travelled across the ocean with, these are a whole lot of programs that we don't use in te ao Māori to do our healing people. We're busy thinking healing is only in the romi and in the medicine, but it isn't. It's in the voice, it's in singing the soul through the pain, because they store pain in their puku. It's getting and to sing the tangi too, I tell you. How to tangi. You know, I learned how to tangi from those kuia. Remember, my kuia used to play at a tangihanga, play kari. And they'd be busy playing kari till somebody put their head in the door and go, "O ka tai mai nā manuwhiri." Next minute the cars go away. Next minute they're sitting there going like this. And getting ready, and then somebody comes in the door and they go, and you know what it did was give the other permission to cry. And that's what it did. I didn't realise that forever. I just thought, what a pretense. As I watched these naughty bloody queers. And then as soon as that was all over, next minute they cut the 500 and they were arguing over who won. And within minutes they could turn it on again. What does that teach us? What does that teach us? And then the other thing is they go up in the front of that most handsomest man in the room and they go,
oh, cool. Oh, lovely. Kia mo te aroha